Hey, it's Jody again. I promised you an update on the new church plan out in Tipitapa. Actually, it's not as new as we might think because last Sunday they celebrated their 1-year anniversary of having their first official church meeting there in Tipitapa. And they've come such a long way from meeting in a small home where they were had no room to do anything, to moving into a place where it was next door to a home, actually just the yard of this church member's home, where they covered it with tin and sort of a makeshift tabernacle. And they've been holding meetings there for all this time. And then through the grace of God, we were able to help them to purchase some land through the generosity of a church out in Georgia. And they purchased that land and occupied it and even put up a temporary structure there while they're having a building designed and raising funds for that. So there's some photos here I'm going to show you. And the photos, as you're watching them, are photos of church members who worship there week in and week out. Here's a photo of just from the past weekend of about 5 or 6 people who came to Christ for the first time. They'd been visiting the church and had been visited by church members and by Pastor Martine in their homes. And you can see that they've come forward to receive Christ as their Savior. They're also doing a great work with a lot of children in the neighborhood. Here's a couple of photos of the children's ministry. One of these is, this one is Amara. This is the pastor's wife. And then another photo of one of the children's leaders with a lot of children. And as you can see, they're doing it outside under the trees. So weather permitting, that's what they'll do for their Sunday school. And then here's some other photos of their evening service, which is their big worship service. And you can see that they have a really almost standing room only as they put all the chairs they can find into this temporary building and have a worship service there. Pastor Martine is a really hardworking pastor. He's just like most pastors here in Nicaragua. He gets up every day and communes with the Lord and then goes out to evangelize and knock on doors and do the work of the evangelist to build up the kingdom, not just to build his congregation. He's baptizing a lot of people in this year. He's baptized a couple of dozen people. He's having about 35 church members now that are baptized and officially part of his congregation. And he's got 150 or so children that they're dealing with every Sunday. And so it's really great to watch him move into this neighborhood and for the Lord to really build his kingdom through that. Here's some photos of the land that's still to be developed. Of course, the structure there that you see is the temporary structure. You can see one photo here. There's a water well you'll see in the photo. So they can, once we get the money to improve that well, they'll be able to pump water out of it to do things like wash and water the grounds and things. Probably not suitable for drinking. But the city has already run public water supply there. And there's even some talk from the mayor about improving the road out front and continuing the paving work that was going on in that neighborhood. So you can see that it's a little rough right now, but there's a lot of work has been done and a lot of work to do. Hopefully during this week or the weekend, Trish and I will actually see some of the preliminary design and drawings that have already been made. So keep praying for Martine. And if you want to support this ministry, you can send money through our website at www.jodykennedy.com. We do need the financial help ourselves for our own ministry. And of course, if you want to support any of these pastors or the new church plants, you can do that too through our website. So hope you've enjoyed this little update. Keep praying for Pastor Martine and his wife Amara and his 3 beautiful children as they minister there in the city of Tipitapa in this new church. By the way, the church has a very interesting name. It's Iglesia Nuevo Nacimiento, which basically means the church of the new birth. And so that's a really appropriate name for all these people to come to Christ. Thank you for praying for him. God bless you. Bye-bye.